What's happening, Internet fam? Welcome to rhY'z MasterNode News. Today is Saturday, December 21st, and it is a special Christmas edition of the MasterNode News. And we are going to be featuring CoinKitty.io, my own personal project I'm very excited about. I'm trying to revolutionize the global market altogether, and I'm very excited to talk about that with Grandpa JJ out on the East Coast, hanging out in Wall Street, getting us our connects out in New York. And also we're going to talk with future rhY on the surface of Mars in the year 2028. And we're going to talk with further past rhY in the year 2014. But as usual, we're going to start today with our good friend past rhY in the year 2018, still in Encinitas, California. Past rhY, how's it going out there today?
Oh, hey man, how's it going? So you're finally releasing CoinKitty? I've been working on that for like 2 years, bro.
I know you've been working on it a long time, and actually it's come a long way since those initial drawings and the initial version of the white paper that you wrote almost 2 years ago now. And it's time to start working on it. It's time to start putting it out there in the general populace. So give me your thoughts, since you're the creator of CoinKitty.io.
Yeah, so the point of crypto, when Satoshi invented it, who's probably Dave Kleiman, by the way. If you don't know the history about Dave Kleiman and why he's probably the actual Satoshi, you should look into that. But anyway, the whole point was to revolutionize the economic system and empower the people to actually hold their own money, and money that just can't be printed by a government or controlled by government or whatever. And the problem is though that Bitcoin was just an early rough draft, and it's cool. It was a revolution when it came out. And I know right now Bitcoin's worth a lot of money, and people think it's the only crypto that's really worth anything. But right now, all the Bitcoin is already owned by big banks and governments, and it's all on the exchanges. And the only way to mine it is to have really cheap electricity. So most of the miners are these giant Chinese corporations. So the Bitcoin's not really empowering the people, which was the original idea behind it. And it's kind of a bummer. So I was thinking about a way to make a crypto that could empower the people and be truly decentralized in P2P, and really kind of revolutionize the whole global market.
Well, I think we may have done it with CoinKitty.io. I think we've got a lot of solutions to a lot of the existing problems. For one, since your design, when you first started making it a couple of years ago, we've decided to make, I think Bitcoin goes out 9 decimal places or 8 decimal places. I don't remember now. But we're going to be going out many more decimal places. We haven't done all the exact math on that. This is all pre-release. This is all alpha. So definitely interested in feedback from the community on that. And as well, there's a lot of other things that have kind of come to be in the crypto space since we first started working on this back in 2017. 2019 is almost over. We're almost into 2020 right now. And since 2017, when we were first working on this in January of 2017, there's been a lot of big gains on the technology of cryptocurrency. A lot of coins have a lot more transactional capability, a lot more volume capability, privacy, Mimblewimble, atomic swaps. I mean, there's been a lot that's gone on in this space since 2017 that are going to make new cryptos such as CoinKitty really able to kind of actually achieve the vision that I think Satoshi Nakamoto actually had.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'm glad we kept working on it. I'm glad we actually released the white paper on the website. And I was checking out your wallet design. It looks pretty cool. I'm hoping you're going to talk about that with Grandpa JJ and see what he thinks, because, he's real skeptical of us, man. He's real skeptical of me, and I know he's real skeptical of you, too. And I know he's a grumpy old man, but, maybe some of his skepticism is warranted. Maybe you can address some of the critics when you talk to Grandpa JJ, you know what I mean? All right, man. Well, Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right, thanks, Past rhY. Let's go ahead and talk with Grandpa JJ now on the Grandpa Coins.
JJ and the Grandpa Coins. JJ and the Grandpa Coins.
Grandpa JJ, how's it going on Wall Street today?
Oh, Brendan, I gotta be honest. I got a lot of questions about this kitty coin, CoinKitty. I'm confused why there's kitty coin and CoinKitty. Can you tell me why the two different names?
I sure can, JJ. First of all, CoinKitty is the overall cryptocurrency. It's the entire blockchain. So CoinKitty is the entire blockchain that's supposed to be a shared savings account by all humankind in perpetuity. I mean, I'm trying to design this blockchain to last thousands of years, including all the transactional capabilities that's going to require, and all the disbursement or mining capabilities that's going to require. We're talking about trying to make this last thousands of years into the future in a very reliable and technological way. So that's CoinKitty overall. Kitty coin is just a small amount of part of the CoinKitty. So like if you've got 1 or 2 Katoshis, and Katoshis is the kitty coin Satoshi, if you will, riffing off of Bitcoin, obviously, then that would be kitty coin. Because nobody can own the whole CoinKitty. That's a global decentralized database for the entire of humanity to share. And kitty coin is just any small part of CoinKitty.
Okay, that's all fine, but my broker says I can't buy any. If I want to get some kitty coin, I gotta learn Java and make my own apps. What's this all mean?
That's right, JJ. We're only releasing a limited amount of this coin to developers who are helping create the coin. The whole point of this coin is to decentralize the employment market altogether, decentralize the job market. Instead of going to a job and having a W-2 and kind of doing everything in the traditional way the job market has been run, we're going to be offering bounties. Everything's going to be a bounty. You can show up to work and earn a bounty that day or not. I'm imagining that at some point there's going to be such a wide variety of people trying to earn bounties every day that you're always going to be able to find a good solid employee with a good reputation who can show up and do the work, and that employees will always be able to find some kind of work that they're able to do every single day. The point is decentralizing the entire employment and job market. That's really the point here.
So were you telling me at my age I gotta go get a job if I want some of this kitty coin? I can't just buy some from my broker?
Actually, that's correct, JJ. There's no way to buy kitty coin from your broker. This is a decentralized currency that's not on any exchanges, and it's only for individuals to hold themselves. The individual has their private keys at all times. I'm sure that at some point exchanges are going to pop up that either accept, buy, or sell CoinKitty or kitty coin on the open market, but that's not really the design. The design is for the individual to hold it and for the individual to earn it by actually doing a job for somebody else who already has some.
Jesus Christ, O'Drennan, that sounds really complicated. I don't even know. I mean, I'd rather just, buy something from my broker, and I don't know what's going on with you anymore. This CoinKitty thing, it seems like a scam. I mean, where's the money coming from? Where's the money going? Why is it not a scam?
Okay, JJ, first of all, the only way to earn or mine kitty coin is to earn it by getting it from somebody else that you did a job for or sold a good to. Everything's based on bounties, and I'm going to show all that in the wallet in a little bit. So just hold tight. As of right now, it's pre-alpha. It's definitely not a scam. We're not accepting any money, any crypto for this. A lot of these cryptocurrencies, they launch and they accept a bunch of crypto for their crypto. 41,000 ETH to launch a coin. There's been a lot of crazy stuff that's gone on in the market, and some of those other coins are clearly a way for somebody to get a lot of the existing crypto that has more value than their new coin that they're launching. And I think that's very concerning, and that is not what we are doing here at all. We're trying to actually decentralize all of the entire human workforce and the entire global economy. That's really the goal here, with a real cryptocurrency that you can own yourself, that you can hold yourself.
All right, O'Drennan, well, you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope it all works out for you, huh?
Thanks, JJ. All right, let's go ahead and check in with future rhY on the surface of Mars and see how kitty coin's doing in the year 2028. Greetings, Earthling rhY. Welcome to the surface of Mars in the year 2028. So future rhY, tell me, what is kitty coin like in the year 2028? What's the path look like going from 2019 to 2028? Where are we at with that? And side note, it's almost 2020 here in the present. Are we going to be moving up to the year 2029 with you, or the year 2030? What are your plans as far as communicating back with us here in the year 2019 or 2020 after we move to the new year. We have a great deal to discuss regarding your project, CoinKitty.io. Here on Mars, everybody earns their living in CoinKitty.io bounties. There is no traditional employment as there is in your time. Everything is based on a new gig economy, and it's completely decentralized. People open the app. If they need to make money that day, they find a job that they can do. They put a bounty on that. They respond to the bounty, and they either receive the bounty or not, depending on whether the employee wants to hire them. That's great, but that doesn't address my concern about you being in the year 2028, and we're about to go into 2020. Are you going to stay in the year 2028, or what's going to happen there? My new duties as Rear Admiral of the Martian Navy may make it difficult for me to provide extra time for you in the year 2020. Therefore, I will continue my gig in the year 2028 and merely double my exposure to you both in 2019 and in 2020. I can do 2 programs in the same day. So you're going to be interviewing with 2019 rhY and 2020 rhY on the same day every day? That is correct. And you will be quite busy in your time in 2020, making CoinKitty.io the future of all human finance, which we wish you great luck in, by the way. Well, I was hoping you were going to tell me more how it was going to go, but that's alright. Well, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas on Mars, but Merry Christmas, future rhY. Merry Christmas to you, Earthling rhY. Further past rhY, what do you think about CoinKitty.io? You and past rhY and future rhY and Grandpa JJ live so far away from the year 2014, it's hard for me to comprehend some of the advanced cryptographic technologies you're discussing. I haven't even thought of CoinKitty yet, and I certainly haven't thought of a decentralized bounty app to replace all human employment situations by the year 2025. This is just crazy talk. Well, in your time, Bitcoin is only about 6 years old, and it hasn't even really gotten any traction yet. And you got to expect that in such an advanced technology, it's going to move very quickly the first few years. By the time we are here in 2019, 5 years from where you are, the world has changed dramatically. And cryptocurrency has gone through all kinds of exit scams and crazy ups and downs. I mean, it is really, really wild what has gone on in the crypto market in the last 5 years since you were around. So anyway, all right, thanks Further Past rhY. Thanks for your discussion there. And Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you, present rhY. All right, so here we are looking at the main version of the CoinKitty app, the main screen of the CoinKitty app. It's a very basic design. Basically, we have the mission, which is represented by the sun, the launch. We basically have 4 or 5 buttons on the screen. They're all very simple how they work. The mission button is the big white label down at the bottom, and that's going to go to the mission screen, which I'll show you in a minute. The launch button is going to go to the launch screen, which I'll show you in a minute as well. Then we have the moon, the sun, the earth, a QR code, the Mercury menu, and day 237. All of these elements are interactive except for day 237. Day 237 is just static. It shows you how long you've been on the platform. If you click on the sun, it's going to show you your total holdings in the CoinKitty, how much kitty coin you have. And if you click on the earth, it's going to show you how much CoinKitty you're earning per day, or kitty coin you're earning per day. And if you click on the moon button, it's going to show you when you're going to reach your goal. And your goal is going to be set on the mission screen, which I'll show you in a minute. The Mercury menu is going to be a way for you to see, to change all of your options on this screen and to see and to configure the app directly. So that's what the Mercury menu is going to be, and it's going to be different and programmable and configurable for each screen differently. And the QR code is going to be very basic. The QR code is basically going to show you your address for receiving kitty coin, and also make it possible for you to scan somebody else's address if you want to send them kitty coin. All right, and if you click on the mission screen, if you click on the mission button from the main screen, it's going to come to this screen, this cockpit looking kind of screen. This is the mission screen, and the mission allows you to set a goal up there of how much you want to earn, either per day, per week, per month, per year. You can change all that's configurable. You can change how much the amount is. You can also change what denomination of day you want to use, or time you want to use. And you can also set your plan, and the plan is allowing you to set how much you plan on adding to the platform, either per day, per week, per month, per year. The same thing, that's also configurable. You can switch month to be anything. You can switch day to be any amount of time, and you can also change the dollar amounts in both the goal and plan entry spaces there. Those are both totally configurable. And then that's going to tell you, then over here you have the month, and the month is telling you about how much you're making per month. And then the moon is telling you when you're going to reach that goal of making five. In this case, in this example, we're talking about being able to earn $5,000 a month. Most people could probably retire if they were making $5,000 a month. And the plan is they're going to be adding $1 per day, or about $30 a month, or about $365 per year. But remembering that it's going to be on the platform staking and earning, interest in the form of staking every day. So down here, we've got the 1 year trajectory where they're at right now. They're making about, I think in this example, they're making, let's see. So if they're making $403 per month, 403 divided by 30. So they're making, I don't know, $11, $12 per day, something like that. Is that right? 10 times. Yeah, that's something like that. And so it's showing by the end of the year, they should be making probably like $15, $16 per day or something like that, because they're going to be staking and earning and adding $1 into the platform every single day. Then here we've got the 5-year chart showing where they should be within 5 years, and then the 10-year chart showing that they're going to make their goal before 10 years are up. So probably in about, I don't know what 3,287 days is, but probably about 8 years, something like that, maybe 9 years, they're going to reach their goal and be making $5,000 a month. And in this case, probably be ready to retire. This is showing that they're making about a penny per minute, about 60 cents an hour, about $14.40 a day, and about $108 a week, which is how they're reaching that $403 per month, and why their moon goal is going to be about 3,287 days. Again, here's the Mercury menu down here. The Mercury menu is going to make it able for you to configure this whole screen to your liking. Maybe just have some different color schemes for the cockpit, maybe have some different cockpit layouts, stuff like that. Also, maybe make it so that you can change the denomination. Right now I have everything listed in US dollars because that's currently what the world really operates on, is the US dollar. So it's easier for people to think about. But keep in mind, all of these dollar amounts are actually representing Kitty Coin or Coin Kitty, not US dollar amounts directly. And then we also have the home button down there at the bottom, and the home button is going to bring you back to the main screen, which is the screen here. All right, so if you click on the launch button on the main screen, that's going to take you to this screen, the Bounty Hunter screen. The Bounty Hunter screen is going to show you bounties in your area that you can make money on the platform doing. So these are actual jobs in your area that you can do for other people to earn money. So you'll see here somebody named Jen is looking for a cello lesson, and the current bounty is worth $32 for the cello lesson. Jen is saying she will come to you. She's an intermediate level player, and she's currently in Kaneohe. Now, I've based all these locations on Hawaii. That's just because that's where I'm at, and a lot of people like Hawaii, so just kind of trying to relate with people in the global market. Here we also see that Papa Paisanos in Waikiki is looking for a dishwasher from 5 p.m. to midnight, and that the current bounty is standing at $53. That is really close to minimum wage in current dollar terms. So, but again, all of these bounties are going to be an agreement on a smart contract between two individuals, or an individual and a small business. So really, there's not going to be like a minimum wage. There's not going to be all these different things. You can go and do this job and agree to this bounty, regardless of how low it is or how high it is. You can undercut the competition by if say the bounty has already been bid on by a different bounty hunter, you can say, hey, I'll do that same job for slightly less money. So there's all different ways of interacting with these bounties that I think could really disrupt the entire employment market. That's the idea, is to disrupt the employment market and really make it easy for young people in particular to find work, to earn money, and to earn money that's very secure and solid on a smart contract in a trustless way with the blockchain, so that they don't have to worry about filling out a W-2. They don't have to fill out a 1099. They don't have to worry about whether the employer is going to drug test them. If the employer is going to drug test them, it's going to say right in the bounty, so they're going to know. So there's a lot of ways. It's basically like the ultimate libertarian right to work is right here. You can either accept the bounty or not. You go do the bounty. If you do a good job, it's going to affect your reputation. There's going to be a heavy reputation component to this whole system, both for employers and employees. Any employer is going to have a reputation score for any employee that's worked for them, and any employee is going to have a reputation score for any employer that might hire them in the future. This screen is also configurable through the Mercury menu, right here. And the Mercury menu is going to allow you to decide what kind of jobs you're looking for, what price range you're looking for. You're going to be able to configure all that location so that you could look and go do bounties either online, anywhere in the world, or you could look for bounties in an area that you're about to go to, or you can look for bounties right here in the area where you're at. All that's configurable with the Mercury menu, as well as what kind of job too. Maybe you only like to fix cars, in which case you could select auto repair in the Mercury menu and then replace all of these jobs with only auto repair jobs. That's it. The home button goes back to the main screen, obviously, and the bounties button is the bounty hunter screen. So, and again, this is all a rough draft. None of this is done yet. These are all just concepts right now, and we haven't actually implemented anything yet. This is the actual bounty screen here, and on the bounty screen, if you are the person offering the bounty, then you can change all of this text. All of this text right here is changeable. You can change the date, the location, what the job is, the title of the job, and how much you're willing to pay for that job. In this example, we're seeing that Sarah is willing to do the job for $38. So it hasn't quite reached what the bounty was originally set for. So unless somebody else comes in and replaces Sarah as a lower bid, like 37 or 36, then at the moment, if they want this job done, they're going to have to pay Sarah $38. Now you can see some other candidates down there. We've got Tom, Sally, and rhY. That's me. I guess I will wash your car for $60, maybe on the weekends. So we can see that we've got 3 other people willing to do the job, willing to accept the bounty. 3 other bounty hunters, if you will, willing to do the job for slightly more money than Sarah's willing to do it for. And again, whoever's offering this bounty could opt for one of those other choices. If Tom has a much better reputation at washing cars and cleaning cars, then maybe it's worth the $4 premium to go with Tom instead of Sarah. And again, maybe at some point somebody else is going to come in and undercut Sarah, and you may have another option as well if you are the bounty offerer. So this is a way for the bounty offerer to edit the whole bounty that they've already offered, to approve or unapprove different bounty hunters. Say Sally's got a really bad reputation at cleaning cars. You could just like swipe her away, and then it'll bring up a screen that says, why did you swipe her away? And then you can offer to swipe her, and then you can offer to leave her a message saying, hey, your reviews at cleaning cars just aren't that good. You're going to have to get better reviews if you want to clean my car, or radically lower your price or something, for you to be in line to maybe consider earning that bounty. And then that hammer icon over there, the hammer icon is also a big part of making this whole bounty configurable. That in the hammer, you can either go in there and sublet smaller part of bounties. Maybe not in this example, but in another example, maybe you had a bounty that said, build me a house. And in that bounty, you're gonna have all these sub bounties of like framers and people who do flooring and electricians and plumbers and all the different trades that you're gonna need to build a house. And everybody can offer sub bounties in the overall bounty. So you as the bounty offerer could just say, hey, build me a house. Here's the address. Here's the timeline. And then maybe people can come in and offer you sub bounties for that overall bounty, so that you can really just offer one large overall bounty and not have to worry about, hiring a plumber, hiring an electrician, hiring a framer, hiring somebody to do drywall. All those other trades and stuff are going to come in and offer sub bounties under that bounty. That's what that hammer is about. So not a great example in the wash my car example, but definitely for building a house or a larger project, that could be a very different thing. You could say, imagine as a bounty offerer, you said, hey, restore my car, and you've got some kind of classic car you want restored. Somebody could come in and hit the hammer and say, hey, I'm willing to repaint the body. Hey, I'm willing to do the body work. Hey, I'm willing to reupholster the interior. hey, I'm willing to do all the electrical. Hey, I'm willing to rebuild the motor. Hey, I'm willing to do all the the front end and the alignment and all that kind of stuff. So any kind of bounty could be completely configurable down to the detail with that hammer. That's what the hammer is going to go into a subscreen where you can offer sub bounties, have sub bounties offered to you. Again, that can be either done by the bounty offerer or by one of the bounty hunters. And in this way, we're really hoping to decentralize the entire employment market and really get off of all aspects of government control. All right, that's it for me at the MasterNode News today on December 21st. We didn't go over any of the prices. This isn't normally how the MasterNode News goes, but I'm very excited about the launch of CoinKitty.io. We're really in need of a graphic designer to help us redesign that whole wallet, the app, to redesign the whole website. And again, that's a bounty that's payable in Kittycoin. And the initial bounties are going to be worth way more than later bounties. In fact, the bounty is going to be very high at first and then go down and down and down and down in price, moving forward into the thousands of years category. So whoever earns the first bounty, which is either going to be blockchain design and implementation, or graphic design, or figuring out some of the other nuts and bolts and pieces of this overall project. I mean, this is a big, ambitious project. So this is not something that I'm going to be able to do on my own. Certainly, this isn't something I'm going to be able to do with a small team. This is going to be a large, open source, collaborative development by a lot of people at once, hopefully. And all of them are going to be earning bounties in CoinKitty or Kittycoin. And with those sub bounties, being able to offer Kittycoin to other people for doing work for them. So the idea is there's no pre-mine, there's no ICO, there's no airdrop. It's literally just help us build this platform and you earn coin for doing that. And then you can use that coin to hire other people to do other work for you or trade them for goods too. I mean, the bounty card could easily be like, hey, here's a guitar, $200, and then people make offers, 150, 160, 170, and so they're bidding in the bounty screen, and eventually somebody, says, oh, 189, and there's no bids for a while. You can say, okay, approve, and just sell the guitar for 189 to whoever had that highest bid there, or maybe who had the highest reputation and a bid that was acceptable to you. Because remember, reputation is going to be a major component of this, and the reputation is going to be done by the users. All of this content is user-generated content. There's not going to be any centralized content created by a centralized team or anything like that. Everything is going to be user-operated. And I could see this app really taking off in areas where finance is difficult, where hiring is difficult, in areas where maybe it's very difficult to get a visa, a work visa, a green card, the right to work. And with this app, you could say, hey, we're going to skip all that. You've got a good reputation for showing up and doing the work. We're willing to hire you. We don't care about all the other details. Your reputation as a bounty hunter is all we care about. And if you have a good reputation as a bounty hunter, we're going to hire you to do the job, period. And vice versa, as a bounty hunter, you could say, hey, you're offering a job. I'm willing to do that job. I'm willing to accept the amount of money you're willing to pay for that job, or close to it. Maybe you make your own slightly different offer. Say, oh, that dishwasher job, right? $53 for the whole night. That seems kind of low, but I'll go ahead and do it for $60 or $63 or $70, whatever. You can make your offer in that zone, and they can either accept your offer, or maybe somebody else will come in and go with their original price. But they might want to go with you based on your reputation. If you have a great reputation as a worker, then that bounty offerer may be willing to hire you as a bounty hunter, even though your price is slightly higher. So it's going to be a combination of price and also reputation. That's how everything is going to be determined on the platform. And that reputation is completely submitted by the end users. So you as the end user can say, hey, this employer was great. They paid me exactly what they said. The hours were actually slightly less than they had warned me. The work was great. I loved working with everybody there. The environment was great, very comfortable. Nobody bothered me or harassed me, or the temperature was great. It wasn't too hot or too cold where I was working. And therefore, I would be happy to do another bounty for that bounty offerer in the future. And, and then that's going to make that whoever's offering that bounty much more likely to receive bounty hunters in the future. So that's the idea. All right. special edition, CoinKitty edition of rhY'z MasterNode News. I hope you've enjoyed it. It is Christmas time. I didn't wear my Santa hat. I didn't wear my Santa hat today. Hold on. All right. There we go. The Santa hat always throws off the green screen, I think, because there's so much white up in here. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you had a great 2019. I hope 2020 is an even better year for you. And I really hope that we can disrupt the global economy in a way that's good for end users, good for people hiring people, good for people being hired, and we can get out of all this corporate and government control that we've been living under. Merry Christmas from rhY'z MasterNode News.